Hey everyone, my name is Sean Becker and I direct and edit Adam Green's Scary Sleepover. Since we're at the mid-season point here of season 2, we kind of wanted to put together a special here like we did last season, where we took a look at some deleted scenes and some cut scenes that couldn't make it into that first half of the season. So this is kind of like a collection of those wrapped up into what we thought, was still, decent. Like, come on, these scenes, they range from okay to all right. They're fine, completely watchable.
Some love. All right, how you doing? I'm wonderful. You?
I'm good. I'm so happy you're here. This was supposed to happen last season.
Yeah, what happened?
You were doing
what happened?
Play.
What? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the play that you never came to.
It was
by the
amazing.
way. Ghost
I
in the
heard
House.
It was amazing. Ghost in the House.
Jack Johnson. What's not the?
I actually did. I
really wanted you to be there because, almost every director I've worked with came. At least 80% of them. Just so they could see me in a different light.
She was really sick.
You
It was
could
in
have brought
August,
her.
right? All right. You want to go see Ghost in the House?
Please.
All right. So, you're a gamer. Have you've been playing any of the new games?
Yeah, I've been doing a little Call of Duty 3.
It's not the same without your voice in it.
I know, but it's all right. I just like doing. And when I had my voice in it, I was able to get through the game in 4 hours. Now I'm not as motivated, but I do like blowing shit up in the middle of the night. But then my lady says, "What are you playing that stupid game for?"
She doesn't play?
No. She doesn't play. But she's an AD, so like when she's gone for 12 hours. So.
Holy shit! And you can never be late to anything.
No,
your whole life must be.
My whole life is
That's why you were
organized now.
early tonight.
I brought my own copy of this Rebirth thing. Have you read it?
No.
It's part of my research,
That's right.
Yeah. I still can't, I wish they would make smaller print, or I need bigger glasses. What's happening? Doing?
If her breath melts your face, I'm sorry. So you were 13 when you did Sleepaway Camp. How did you even know about the audition?
So I had neighbors and they were auditioning they had a manager that was local, like in our neighborhood. The neighbor, okay, this is really funny. The manager was this total New York woman and she was like, "She's too ethnic. She's way too ethnic," because it was the 80s. And anyone you saw on TV was like blonde and blue-eyed, like Cheryl Tiegs or Christy Brinkley,
They should have been sending you to like Scorsese films and stuff.
Yeah, it would have been way better. But they said they sent me on 3. It was a Tide commercial. It was Really Rosie, the off-Broadway show.
Yeah.
And it was a horror movie. And they said, if you book one, we'll sign you. And I was like, oh, okay. So I sucked at all the others, and fortunately I was pretty flat-chested then. And Robert Hilton was like, yeah, we want somebody with big brown eyes and like no chest, and you just kind of like fit the bill.
What was
like,
the audition?
Okay.
Do you remember?
It was improv, and he had me sit in a chair, and he just wanted me to eat a candy bar and stare at him. And he wanted to see like...
Sounds like a sick
like
fantasy fetish.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, just leave it right there.
That's good. I actually skinned an actual Wookiee for this.
That's probably the worst joke on this episode.
It's
Saying that right now. I'm just calling that right now.
Think about it. By the time this episode comes out, we'll have seen the new Star Wars movie.
Yeah, and what happens if we see it and it sucks? I'm not saying
It's
it
not gonna
will.
suck.
I'm not going to say it will.
It's not gonna
But
suck.
you are now front-loading yourself. You're setting yourself up for a fall. This is supposed to have replay value, right? People are going to look at this episode and they go, what a schmuck.
Remember when Phantom Menace came out?
Yeah.
And going to see that with a group of people. And I remember like walking out and nobody wanted to admit that they didn't like it. So everyone just kept saying, I can't believe we just saw a new Star Wars movie. Yeah. I can't believe we just saw a new Star Wars movie.
But no one wanted to be the guy or girl
So
to
it's like,
admit that it sucked.
Oh, the pod race was cool. And then finally, like, somebody was like, did you guys like it? And then everybody was just like, no.
You broke the seal. Yeah, dude, that was like when I saw it at the Ziegfeld opening day, opening screening, waited in line for 12 hours, like the good old days. Do you remember that Conan O'Brien Triumph the Insult Comic Dog skit? We were in that line, right?
Oh, really?
So it was the first show, and everybody goes into the theater, waving their their lightsabers, and they're dressed like every character that they haven't even seen the movie yet. It's like amazing attention to detail. And the most exciting part of that entire screening was the trailer for Fight Club. Like, seriously, everybody going in was so excited, and then when everybody was walking out, it was like somebody in their family died. Like, silence. Like, they were...
It was like a million voices suddenly cried out.
A million lightsabers went shh.
Oh, fuck it, you're here. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you. So, sorry. You gotta just keep rolling.
Oh my god. Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So this is just my vinyl collection of your stuff.
You got this too?
Yeah, but this is fucking great. And I'm surprised I wasn't at this show because it was recorded here. But I wasn't there, which sucks. But
Which
this
means
is...
you're saying that I'm an asshole for not telling you that we were playing it through.
No, that's fine. It's like, I'm showing you this like you've never seen it before. Like,
Well,
obviously
actually,
you're familiar with it.
I don't really see them that often. Because you see it when you first do it, when they first get done, so you can approve it, make sure the artwork's all good and all that.
And how cool is that when you're holding it in your hand?
Yeah, because I don't have my own records at home.
Really?
You go through the whole process of making it, and you know every fucking millisecond of information that's on there. And by the time it's done and all the editing's done and all the post is done, all that shit's done, you never need to see it again.
Right.
or listen to it again, you know.
This is fairly new.
I've never seen this.
This is the Ritz show.
Oh, no
which
shit,
they,
right?
they just constantly put out over and over again. Yeah, sorry, I had to totally geek out on you there, but
No, it's cool. I'm flattered that you actually have all that shit.
yeah,
It's
I have the CDs of all of it as well. But
Yeah, well, you
it's-
need something for the car, so that's just
Exactly. This has a lot of distractions as well.
Sure, there's a lot of distractions. There's a coffin over there for all your.
I told you
Dead bodies.
how we came into having that coffin, right?
No, tell me.
Is it your turn or mine?
It's your turn.
Oh, thank God. You totally could have just wanted that. We needed this coffin for digging up the marrow. My art director found it on Craigslist, and so she
Who was
went
selling a coffin on Craigslist?
renting. The way I found out about it was she showed up with it. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And she said, all right, well, it's kind of weird because he said, don't pay me anything, but but keep it.
He's really?
And he was like nervous and sweating, and he's like, just get it out of here, don't bring it back here, and just take it. And she was like, are you serious? This is really expensive. He's like, just take it. I was all excited. I'm like, oh wow, free prop. Like, I'm sure we're gonna use it. With
Yeah,
all
that
the
thing
stuff
is
we
definitely
shoot.
cursed.
Well,
They sold you a cursed coffin for sure.
think about it. If there was really a dead body in it, it would be in the ground.
Absolutely.
And okay, but this is where it really gets creepy. This is really hard. Is that it's called a show coffin. So when you go to a wake and they have a really nice coffin like that, as soon as the family all leaves, they go into a box into the ground. Like, so they rent these coffins. So that means there's been like 80,
Oh, like a
90,
million bodies in
a
there.
million bodies
Yeah.
in there. But yeah, so far nothing's happened. Oh, except that I
Oh,
just
fuck. And I was like, I'm so good at Connect 4. You distracted me with that coffin story.
I do that to everybody. So you just got back from shooting a pilot, right?
Uh-huh.
How many pilots have you shot, Joe?
Well, this is my third.
Third? So you're like becoming the pilot guy.
Not really. No,
Well,
it's not like
you're on
David.
your way.
Yeah, but like David Nutter did, like, has done 75. I've done 3.
Yeah, well,
So.
3 today, 78, right? So I think the best way into this is, now that cutaway is useless.
Yeah, I got it here.
There you go. Somebody wants to be center frame, center stage,
Yeah.
steal a show.
She has questions for you. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Good luck with that breath.
Oh. Whose head was she licking nonstop?
Sid A. She licked his head for like 10 minutes straight. And he
Have you
just
got
kept
rancid
talking.
breath? Have you got rancid breath? I can't really tell.
All right. Okay.
Still rolling.
Yeah. All right. So the best way into this, just let her do her thing. But she needs to make sure you're clean for your close-up.